Hello everyone, Skids here, and today I'm bringing you my pick on top 10 Fallout New Vegas vanilla locations. Now this is my first video that I ever do on vanilla Fallout New Vegas, so let me know if you want more of these down in the comments. And now let's get to it. Coming up at place number 10 we have Camp Golf. Now this is my favorite NCR military base, mainly because of its location and NPCs. It is located right next to Robert House Golf Resort and also next to one of few lakes in New Vegas. Nowadays it is a camp where most of the underrated soldiers of NCR go. Now other than the NCR soldiers you can also find a base for NCR Rangers here, and thanks to two different groups. Now my favorite group of NPCs were of course the Misfits, which also have their own quest, and I also like Chief Hannon, who is also included into one interesting quest. The house resort itself is also very interesting. It is a very unique building for vanilla New Vegas. So yeah guys, definitely one of my favorite NCR bases, and if you haven't been there then you should go and check it out. Place number 9 goes to HEH Tools Factory. Now you can find this building located west of North Vegas Square. Now just like the name implies, this is a building where brother of Robert House was working, and you can find a lot of interesting backstory about him. Now what I really like about this building is the amount of traps. Now you really have to be careful when you try and explore this building, because there is a high chance there is a bomb or I don't know, bear trap or something like that located right under your feet, and you really have to be careful. Other than traps you can also find a few crazy Mr. Handies here, along with automated turrets that can provide a nice challenge. Next up we have REPCBNN Headquarters. Now you will probably find this building on your way to New Vegas, and I think that you should definitely explore it. Inside you can find tons of robots that are actually friendly and will not attack you, along with a bunch of raiders at the beginning. Now after that you can explore this building. It basically serves as a museum. Other than the first floor where the museum is, there are also two other floors where you however have to deal with the robots, either by talking to them or just by destroying them. Now what I really loved about this building is, like I mentioned before, the museum. I mean, it is a very unique location in New Vegas, and you can learn a lot of things about pre-war America. Place number 7 goes to Camp Searchlight. Now Camp Searchlight is an irradiated NCR military camp that can be located in the south part of the New Vegas. Now there is a very interesting backstory about this military camp. Now before the war there was a convoy of trucks transporting nuclear waste through Searchlight right when the Great War broke. Now due to war the toxic waste was stored in the fire station, and then 200 years passed and NCR decided to settle in. Now after Legion learned about that, they decided to unleash the nuclear waste, which caused ghoulification and death of tons of NCR troopers. Now after that the town has been abandoned, and only thing you can find here are a bunch of ghouls. Now what I liked about this place is mainly its atmosphere. Now it is one of the few irradiated places in the wasteland that actually has some houses and some other interesting buildings in it. I mean, you can find fire station, school, a church and other buildings in here that you can explore. And you can also find tons of ghouls and turrets in here as well. So yeah guys, if you're looking for a nice irradiated town, then I think that Camp Searchlight is definitely for you. Moving on, we have Deathclaw Promontory. Now this is one of the few unmarked locations in New Vegas. In here you basically can't find anything very interesting except for tons and tons of Deathclaws. Now the main thing is that it is very hard to discover this place since it is located in the far east corner of the map. Now if you previously didn't know about it and you somehow managed to find it, you will find a lot of unpleasant surprises here. Now like I said, there are tons of Deathclaws located here, ranging from normal Deathclaws to Deathclaw alpha males or even mothers, and I think that this place is a great challenge for any high leveled player that wants a challenge. Now there is also a small reward for killing all of the Deathclaws. You can find the Redman's power armor here, along with T51B power armor as well. So if you're looking for a nice challenging area that will definitely test your skills, then Deathclaw Promontory is for you. Coming up at place number 5 we have Vault 22. Now this is one of the most unique vaults out there and I really liked it. Now after you will arrive here, you will definitely know that something is wrong with it. I mean, it is one of the few places in the wasteland that is filled with green, and that is also one of the most unique things about it. Now when you come inside you can find it filled with tons of spores and weird plants that will try to attack you, and it is also location on one interesting quest that you should take before you head here. Next up is Freeside. Now of course I could not exclude this amazing location from my list. It is basically one of the main parts of the game. You spend a lot of time in here and there are tons and tons of interesting quests and NPCs located in it. Now when most people come to the New Vegas Strip, they expect to gain fortune and money, but most of them instead end in Freeside without any money and begging on the streets. Now what I really liked about this place is how different it is from New Vegas Strip that is just around the corner. I mean, on New Vegas Strip you can find tons of casinos and wealthy people, while when you come to the Freeside, all you can see is people begging for food or thugs trying to attack you. Now there are also a lot of interesting locations here, like King's School, Old Mormon Fort or Atomic Wrangler. So yeah, I think that most of you have already passed through this location, but I think that you should fully explore it. I think it is worth your time. Place number 3 goes to Vault 11. Now I think that this is the vault with one of the most interesting backstories I ever heard. And that is what I really like about it. I mean, the vault itself is not really anything special. After you come into it, you are greeted with a few corpses along with the holotape that you can listen to. And after that you can explore it and make your way to the Overseer's office. Now what basically was happening in Vault 11 is that every year Overseer had to choose a resident that had to be sacrificed in order for Vault to continue, and so each year people had to hold election for who would be sacrificed. Now in the end it turned into a bloody civil war with only 5 people surviving. In the end they also learned that they did not have to kill anyone, and the whole purpose of the vault was for them to stand against the rules and not sacrifice any one of them. Now after that they were really shocked and they decided to commit a mass suicide, with one of them surviving and escaping out of the vault. Now like I said, the backstory of this vault is very interesting, and I think that is what makes it worth place number 3. Coming up at place number 2 we have Quarry Junction. Now this is one of my favorite locations in New Vegas, mainly because it is located near to Good Springs, which would make you think that it is a very easy location, but in the end it is one of the most deadliest places you can ever go to. What I also really liked about this place is its whole design and feeling. I mean, it is an abandoned quarry, which basically means there are tons of huge vehicles that are now unoccupied, and you can see that the miners left in a hurry without finishing their job. Another great thing you could say about this place is the death clouds themselves. I mean, I think that a lot of people went into this place when they were low level and they were completely destroyed by them. Other than the death clouds, you can also find a few very interesting items here, like the Fat Man or mini nukes. And finally, first place goes to Vault 34. Now this is my absolutely favorite place of all New Vegas, mainly because of my own personal backstory. But first let's take a look at what you can expect here. Now you will probably encounter Vault 34 after you talk to NCR farmers that will send you here to deal with the radiation problem. Now after that you can go through this vault, which is actually kinda scary because it is full of irradiated ghouls, and it is also a huge maze, so there is a high chance you will get lost, or at least I got lost in it when I traveled through it for the first time. Now as you progress through it, you will discover more and more interesting places in it until you finally arrive at Overseer's office. After that you will find out that there are actually vault residents trapped in here, and then you are presented with 2 choices: either save the residents and doom the farmers, or deal with the radiation and kill the vault residents. Now this is one of the main reasons why I love this vault. Basically none of the choices is right, and it is only up to you which one you will choose. Now let's get back to my story. When I first tried to get into this vault, I was a very low level, and when I came inside I was without any radiation. I was full on ammo and completely healthy, but when I finally came out I had a high radiation sickness, I had broken limbs, and I had almost no ammo because I really went in expecting something a lot easier. Well, this turned out to be one of the most difficult vaults out there, so yeah, that is one of the reasons why I really love it, because the suspense was real. And yeah guys, I guess that's about it for this list. I'm sorry I did not talk much about the locations, but like I said, this is my first vanilla Fallout video, and that is why it was a bit harder for me. But yeah guys, let me know if you would like to see more of these vanilla Fallout videos. If you want to see more, I would gladly make more of them. And yeah guys, I guess that's about it, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, tell me what you think about it in the comments, subscribe for more Fallout content, and I will see you next time.